Howdy cowdies. Weekly walkabout time at the collector. We're running a little bit behind schedule. We're a bit late, but we got there. Some nice little bits in the jewellery cabinet. A little bit empty though, but they're nice little 9-carat jade earrings. Some silver. Some nice coin mountain pendants. You got a 1909 American, I think it's $50 or something, plus the nice 1961, I think, Australian shilling. A little Chinese teapot, a little cloisonne, and that nice little ceramic one with the character marks under the lid and to the base. And a nice little lot of jewellery. There's some silver and other bits in there. All right. And here we have the lamp district. Hank Azaria would be proud. Oh, not Hank Azaria, Hank Scorpio. That's his name. Anyway, if anyone actually gets that, I'd be pretty happy. But yeah, lamps. Blue planet lamp, white planet lamp. This nice little cast iron one with the adjustable shade and the adjustable sort of little collar there. Nice crystal one. Little reproduction sort of Victorian style there with the adjustable column. Underwood typewriter with all the accessories and stuff to go with it. Plus the Star Wars Millennium Falcon posable lamp, which is pretty kind of cool. Some big felt dolls. Well, someone's kneecapped this one. But it's nice that they've got a little knee brace around it. But yeah, both of her knees are like that. She's pretty cool. I kind of like her little wooden sort of shoes. Another nice little collection of dolls as well, little baby dolls. These are nice celluloid ones. All in pretty good nick. I think that one's a Palatoy. Someone's sort of got a little bit picky on the nose. What else have we got? We've got some cool clothes. Got these nice fur stoles and capes. I think one of them's kangaroo fur. I think this one is. Central Demons footy jumper. It's like a large size, long sleever, number 2. Ripping Spicer lumber jacket. Size 100. There you go, size 40, so it's a larger sort of size. This is nice, the ladies' coat there with the fur-lined sort of collar. All sort of button with a nice sort of fold-over lapel there. This is a cool sort of vintage men's blue 2-piece sort of Jimmy Cagney suit there with the big shoulders and the nice sort of double-breasted. You got dries the bones and nice denim jacket with the wool lining, etc. Big lot of teapots, novelty ones. Some nice Japanese stuff in amongst there and all sorts of gear. All the stubbies with a really cool old Rota Esky in its original box, but you can see that the box is somewhat chewy. But yeah, just made in Huntingdale around the corner. 3 nice bisque-headed sort of baby character dolls. I'm not sure the brands, but they'll be in the catalogue, lot number 20. Big lot of footy-related books, heaps of Collingwood stuff. Then there's a 2010 grand final record in there and papers and the Magpie years, 93, the club's 100 years of Australian football. Football with the stars. It's kind of cool, big lot. Records, LPs and 45s. Shirley Bassey, Elvis. A lot of these are in pretty damn good condition. Righteous Brothers. All right, what else have we got? Nice draftsman's board there with their nice little sort of little adjustable arm and the mechanical drawing book by French and Svensson. Big lot of tools and stuff, little foot pump, this nice little brass sort of Primus stove and all these sports steering wheel and other stuff. Nice good quality sort of crystals and prints. They're nice little sort of Chinese glass little wall plaques. More tools and sort of blokey gear and books and magazines. Rolex copy watch with this cool microphone and the sunglasses and the rest. Some nice little carved jade items. Little lot of Scottish stuff mainly, plus that nice little cigarette card album and contents, Coronation Series ceremonial dress. What have we got under here? Russian sewing machine with some electronical sort of stuff. Another nice little doll. More novelty teapots, Capitamonte. There's some good quality ones in amongst. A little Limoges one. Sadler. What's down the back? A little sort of freestyle BMX. Mixed lot of sort of reference books, coast cards, swap cards, posters. Teddy bears. It's kind of cool in his little school uniform there. What else have we got? This is the Ripper, the big golden syrup. 70 pounds of golden syrup. Nice German regulator clock with the nice little theatre program. This is pretty cool. Direct brigade signal or something. Big fire alarm that went, if you had this in your building and it caught on fire, it would go straight to the fire brigade to let them know that you're on fire. It doesn't go through a switchboard or anything, just straight to them. The little box of toys, there's Lego and die casts and some funny little science fiction robot dudes that I've got a vague memory of, and a robot on a jet ski. But there's some good little plastic figures and stuff in there, Smurfs, other gear. Good lot of CDs. And we've got Regurgitator, Nick Barker, Incursion, Madonna, Jimmy Barnes in Excess, bit of Interpol, Rosemary, kids' toys, tin ones, slot car track, remote control forklift, nice lot with the Crown Devon, and the nice little china cabinet plates by Ainsley. Can't remember the name of the photographer, but these are fantastic. Nicola Brown, I think. They're great. I think someone's had a good party. They're really cool. In the backyard. But they're all, I think, signed and dated on the back 2006. These are two nice watercolours, Jean Jackson, and a nice big, what was her name? Is it Jean Tansley? Jean Tansley. Maybe it's Joan Jackson. I don't know, but the big Jean Tansley was Still Life's a Ripper. And that nice little J. Jackson watercolour's cute as well. More novelty teapots, picnic set with a rug and a box of CDs. Goat's Head, guess it could be worse. Two nice boxes, the Cedar Riding Slopes the Ripper and this nice little one here with the marquetry inlay. Some big Star Wars X-Wings and some Pez dispensers with the actual Pez lollies in them. This is a great lot, the Atari computer system there, model number CX2600A, with a bunch of games in their original boxes and a spare set of paddle controllers. But pretty nice to see it all in their boxes and everything. Some nice big Aboriginal woven items. I think we found the name of the artist of this big wall hanging. I just can't remember off the top of my head, but it will be in the description in the catalogue for lot 60. Dad's Army, complete DVD set with the magazines. Good old Captain Mannering, eh? These are a good little lot of Australian, mainly RAAF, sort of obscure stuff. Named Airfields, Northwestern Command, RAAF, World War II. There's some good stuff. RAAF Bairnsdale, CFS 70, Squadrons, Australian Defence, Pops War. It's just a really nice lot of books. And this Phantom Major one's pretty cool. It's all about the start of the SAS. Which I think that bloody Rogue Heroes show that's on TV at the moment, I think they've taken basically straight out of the book. The Saint, complete set. All the DVDs and the magazines to go with them. Good old Roger Moore. And this is a pretty amazing lot, this. Big Nintendo DS lot. So you've got the two, I think, the two consoles. One's a DS 3D and the other one's a DS XL, I think, from memory. But look at all the bloody games to go with them. And you've got some extra carry cases and some extra sort of protective cases and other stuff like that. Some extra stylus and stuff. It's a big protective carry case there. Good little group lot. And then what's up the top, Inspector Morse, all the DVDs and the magazines to go with them. But gee, that's a ripping lot, all that Nintendo DS stuff. Another big lot of novelty teapots, all houses, cottages and stuff like that. Mixed group lot, china, ceramics, glassware, jewellery, belts and stuff. Good quality Stuart crystal and some other gear in amongst. I've got all dolls' clothing, accessories and sort of hair and wigs and stuff. Jewellery, novelty sort of figural teapots, like the little blacksmith, he's cool. Some oil tins, some sort of toy cars and some cash. More costume jewellery. And then this big lot. So you got some Thunderbirds calendars, plus again the complete set of Little House on the Prairie DVDs. Huh? With all the magazines to go with them. Good old Michael Landon. Huh? I was more of a favour of Touched by an Angel, which was the other show that he did. But yeah, Little House on the Prairie, close second. All right, come on. Eva Kubos, nice big colour lino cut. Ripper, she's a great painter, great artist. I think she's Lithuanian, came out here after the war, dated 1962 and signed. All right, great thing. Really like this little oil by Arnold Holst. Bloody good painter. Overlooked. Really nicely presented in the gold frame. It's called the Ocean Road. Japanese modernist mixed media or sort of lithograph on paper. Just can't remember the name of the artist. This is a nice little unsigned Australian little oil painting, little river scene. But it's really nice the way the sort of bank is done, those sort of little vertical strokes. Isabel Huntington. She plays footy, I think, at Footscray, doesn't she? But this is her namesake, and she could paint. Good thing, like Summer Heat or something like that. These are nice as well. Lois Aikman. I think it's pronounced Lois, but it's spelled Loyus. If anyone knows how to pronounce it, let us know. But geez, they're nice. Big watercolours, nice pair of them framed up. Really nicely presented of the poppies. What else? I think it's Marie Hennecum. Really nice oil painting under glass there. The beach. Absolute ripper. Little boats skiffling along there and some people under their umbrellas. Little seagull. Can't have the beach without a seagull. But it's a great oil painting. Kind of like it, the fact that it's under glass as well. And this is a nice thing. Big Vietnamese watercolour on silk. It is signed, you can see lower right here. It's dated 82, I think. And it's Saigon. It looks like something tram, T-R-A-M. Funny thing is, I did a Google image search on this, as you do, and it came up selling in, I think, in America a few years ago. This exact picture. It's travelled all the way from there to here, and still no one knows who painted it. But it's a good thing. I kind of like it. Really nice sort of soft pastel tones. Stacking teacup sets. Soft toy woofer dogs. Dean's little joy toy. A funny little chihuahua. This little oil painting's a ripper, unframed. All right, little European thing. There is a signature down in the bottom here, but it's difficult to read. And you can see that little red line is where the paint's sort of starting to flake off across the bottom. So I've left it out of the frame. It's a nice thing. Wish you could bloody make out the name. But anyway, figural teapots, all aminals. Little Froggy's fantastic, and the cow with her hat. And she's great, the little bunny rabbit as well. Two nice Victorian porcelain dolls. How's this for a lot? Every James Bond die cast. That was, I think, produced in 2009. Can't remember the name exactly of the company that did it. But there you go. You got all of them there and all the magazines to go with them. There you go. And some bonus James Bond calendars. But it's a fantastic big lot. Quantum of Solace, Secret's Majesty's Secret Service, Goldfinger, Spy Who Loved Me, Thunderball. It is fantastic. They're a really good quality. Great little scale models. You got all the Aston Martins. You got all these other wacky things. That bloody little plane he flew in, Octopussy. There's heaps of cool stuff. Another nice porcelain sort of baby character doll. Big lot of PlayStation PSP. So you got the console here with all some spare cords and leads and a bunch of games. Some good little grease tins. M&M 12-inch single. More Oriental teapots. Mixed lot of records. U2 12-inch EP. Janis Joplin, the Beatles ballads and the Who, which I think is an Australian pressing. Shell tins a ripper. Two nice Franklin mints, but one of them you can see the Duesenberg's got the front wheel off. But we have got it here. Blood Robots LP record, obscure thing. Looks like the Ninja Turtles on the front cover. What else have we got? The little turtles are back. Another good mix lot of records. Sonny and Cher, Tina Turner, Whitney Houston. And there's some good butts. Johnny Cash, Johnny Farnham, Sinatra box set, Willie Nelson, Billy Thorpe. Getting a little bit James Bondy with that cover, really, isn't he? There you go. Or maybe James Bond copied off him. Novelty teapots, Big Ben, I think made by Price Kensington. The Marmite's cool. Little English one, the Oz Pottery there by, I think, Fizzy Designs. Little mantle radio. These are great. The decal labels, the Modeline Plastic Farmyard, manufactured by Modeline in Auburn, Victoria, and there's a stack of them in there. Some Morrissey and Smith's 12-inch records. I think there's one LP and a bunch of singles. Group lot of bears. But some of them need a little bit of a clean. Dirty Bear. He's a little bit dirty and he's a little bit dirty. So those three smaller ones need a clean. The other two just need a little bit of loving. Two nice porcelain-headed dolls again. I don't know who made them, but it'll be in the description with the catalogue. Two wax dolls. Big Ed, Little Anne's. These things happen to the best of us. They're pretty amazing. She's got a bit of a look on her face, but they're beautiful with the big glass eyes. Richard Morrison, two unframed etchings. Really good quality Carl Zeiss microscope with all the stuff to go with it. These are great. All the boxed, about $19.99, Buffy the Vampire Slayer action figures, and the boxed Charmed Book of Shadows, plus seasons 1 to 7 of the DVD set, and you get a bonus season 8 there as well. All right, but pretty cool lot. Some nice little pedigree dolls, Shirley Temple doll, more wax dolls. What's with the expressions on the wax doll faces? Copper and brass teapots, Hawthorn footy cards, another Shirley Temple doll, some old Commodore 64 stuff, but a bit of it's missing, so the Rolf Harris thing's only got one cassette in there. You got some extra paperwork and whatever that little sort of stencil thing is. And I think there's only one cassette in the software thing there, and there should be 2 or 3. But just kind of cool. Laurel and Hardy, Japanese teapots, English china, Robinson and Lee Better, I think. The figure, the Ambassador, nice bit, circa 1910, Edwardian, but there is a slight little crack in the back of him. So I've put him with the nice Cries of London plates. Felt dolls, little Nora Wellings one, there's a ripper. Race books and stuff. Sunline and Might and Power DVD, they were both gun nags, they were. Some nice copper cookware. Big retro candles, 2 more dolls. 78s, there's some good stuff in amongst there. Tap and die set, Hawthorn, monkeys, dwarves. I'm probably being politically incorrect, but anyway, I can't remember who they are, but they're 2 of the 7 dwarves. These are fantastic, the vintage wooden dolls. This little guy is Ace, and this little wooden one, it's going to sound pretty sort of typical of me, but I was pretty amazed at the way her little legs and everything are joined. And me being me, started to lift up her dress and found this little note on the back. A Suffolk belle in native worth and hammer clad. There you go. Funny little handwritten label on the back of her. She's just missing her arms, but look at the way it's bloody joined and everything. Great little thing. And she's got a bit of a expression on her face as well. But yeah, it was just nice to notice that little handwritten label on the back. Some Steel Rudd books, some nice covers and stuff like that. The unopened Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince, 3 cassette set. Nice bookends, good lot of CDs. The Clash, 3 album box set. Public Image Limited, The Mark of Cain. Bit of Interloper, The Saints, Velvet Underground, some good stuff in there. This Nirvana Sydney 1992 show's pretty good thing. It's the whole live concert. Plastic toy 50s car with a cool little puzzle, which is actually Mint Man Puzzle Mints. There you go. So you would have got somewhere, you would have got some mints in there or something like that. But he's just cool with that nice green car. Some good dinky toys and a couple of Triang Minics. The Shell Tanker's a ripper. There you go. Just needs a new little tyre, you can see there. It's pretty good, actually. 2 more dolls. 2 German little dolls there with the turtle marks on the back of their necks. Good lot of Australian records, Lime Spiders, Moonee Valley Drifters. There's some picture discs and coloured vinyl, I think, for Deck Chairs Overboard. More dolls. More bears. More dolls. More dolls. These are pretty amazing. The Marble nursery panels, all original decals. All in their sort of, or most of them in their packages. Plus we've got some original advertising cardboard signs for them as well. Set of 9 distinctive educational panels, varnished on front, gummed on the back. It's just a great lot. They're fantastic. What else have we got? Australian pottery teapots, I think Ray Carlton, Spring Mount, and some others. A couple of heavy metal 12-inch, the Iron Maiden as a single, the Saxon as a gatefold LP. Another nice doll. 2 really nice turned wooden comports. Nice mixed collection of character jugs. The big Wedgwood Nautilus vase. I think it's got a little chip out of the front, but really like these little 1930s sort of Japanese koalas and colourful parrots. There's other little Majolica Jardiniers and stuff like that in amongst. Stife teddy bear and good old Paddington. And now we're down the bottom. We've got 3 more nice dolls. And you got the creature from the Black Lagoon having a crack at one of them. He's great. With Pinhead from Hellraiser and Godzilla. These are all nice original 1980s one. The Godzilla's marked Billiken in 1986 to the foot. And the other 2 are the actual model kits that someone's made up and painted up in the 1980s. Really nice lot. Pinhead's fantastic. Wonder how he got his name. Now, talking about wax dolls with looks on their faces. Oh, they're fantastic with those glass eyes. As you can see, they are as found, but God, these things are quite sort of rare to actually even see them. All right, great lot. Sex Pistols 12-inch. Anarchy in the UK is a 12-inch single. I think it might be a French pressing from memory, plus the original Pistols live. Amazing photograph album, 1930s, Sydney Harbour Bridge 1938, sort of Marysville 1941 and stuff like that. Family trips and things. Another nice photograph album. There you go. The Shrine of Remembrance is in there. At Cockatoo, 1933. Just really nice. 2 more nice Victorian porcelain dolls. Some nice Aboriginal artefacts. This Woomera, boomerang and the spear ends. Another nice photograph album. 2 more nice teapots. Really nice little unsigned oil painting there of the violets. Really like the blue velvet mount. There you go. You got the Davis Cup. It's a big rose bowl sort of on the nice turned ebonised wooden stand there. Another nice photograph album. And we got some nice things. The Lency doll, Sex Pistols bootleg LP, which is actually really good quality. Chucked it on the record player the other day and was quite surprised. Little Maori girl doll's fantastic. Joseph Sankey and Sons Art Nouveau copper jug. Big bit of Australian pottery. I just can't remember who made it, but it's signed underneath. And yeah, big Belgian art pottery vase. Anyway, guys, that's about 23 bloody minutes. Hopefully you saw something you liked. See yous tomorrow night, 6 o'clock start, about 200 lots.